Welcome back, everybody. In the kitchen with Christine, the happy cookie lady. Always a pleasure to see you.
You too.
Christine is known for her amazing homemade from scratch cutout cookies, sugar cookies for you name an occasion, you name a theme. She will come up with a cookie for you. How many cookie cutters are you up to now? I always got to ask.
I counted last was about 635.
Wow,
Yeah.
just a few, 635 different cookie cutters. So if you've got a certain baby shower theme or a wedding theme or a birthday party theme or a graduation party, she brought along some of her great cutouts with the diploma and the little caps. So cute, and the tassel, absolutely adorable. Call and order the cookies, and she'll actually deliver them to you. She'll bag them up if you want them bagged up with the cool school ribbons or your color ribbons.
Yep.
She takes all the work out of it. And the thing about Christine's cookies, they not only look beautiful, they taste really good.
Thank you.
They're made with a lot of love and happiness, right? And you can always get her cookies too if you go to a show at the PAC in downtown Appleton for one of the shows. And where else can people find your cookies?
Bravo in Kavarna in Green Bay, and then the Center Valley Co-op in Center Valley.
Okay,
So.
awesome. So Christine, we're talking about graduation parties, and right away, Christine knew what she was going to make on today's show. This is one of your family's favorite for cookouts and get-togethers and summer potlucks and things.
Even Easter and Thanksgiving and stuff, we have to have this.
It's mandatory.
Yeah,
It's
mandatory.
a must-have. So I call it like a pistachio fluff. You say your kids call it anything from...
The good green fluffy stuff.
Some people call it like a Watergate salad, but it's just yummy. It's kind of a combination of salad and dessert. How far in advance can you make this?
The day before.
Day before?
Yeah,
So
and we usually, if we have any leftovers, they're usually good in the fridge for a couple days too.
okay, good to know.
Yeah.
So, but if you're doing I'm a big fan of, getting as much done for a party ahead of time as you can. So those chicken Caesar sandwiches that I did, you could actually do that chicken mixture up to a couple days in advance and then just heat it up in your slow cooker and toss it with the dressing right before. So, there's a lot of things you can get done ahead of time, including, as Christine said, the salad, which takes minutes to throw together.
Yeah, it doesn't take long at all.
And you can have it done completely the day ahead. In this case, I would double the recipe though, because this stuff is going to go
Yeah, it's
quick.
going to go
or
fast.
triple it.
I catered one of my daughter's weddings, and I did over 50 pounds of this.
Oh my gosh, it must be good. So, all right.
We're going to start with a 20-ounce can of the crushed pineapple.
Okay.
And you want to drain it and get most of the juice out of it.
So drain it really well.
Drain it
And
really
this
well.
is
You can
the
have a
big
little
can.
bit.
One
Yeah,
of the
the
big
big
cans. Okay.
And then to that, you're going to add the dry pudding mix, pistachio, the instant.
I love pistachio pudding. I think that's probably why this is such a hit, because that flavor is something I grew up with, pistachio pudding.
Yeah, me too.
And you don't see it much, and it's just yummy. Even people who think they don't like pistachio, they're delicious.
Yeah, it's not, there's little tiny pieces of the nuts in the mix, but it's not, it's just that flavor.
Yeah, it's a great flavor.
Got to mix that up good.
Okay. So mix up the instant pudding mix real well with the pineapple.
You don't want the dry stuff left in there. So.
Okay.
Okay, and then you're going to add 1.5 cups of mini marshmallows, and this is not the time to be using your stale marshmallows.
Okay.
Use
You
nice
use the
fresh
fresh ones.
marshmallows.
Okay, good to know.
And then to that, we're going to add 12 ounces of the whipped topping. They only had 8-ounce containers, so I got 1.5 of those here. Mix that real good.
This smells, it's that pistachio pudding. It just,
And
oh
then
my
the
gosh.
pineapple too on top of it. And you can lighten this up by using the sugar-free pudding mix on the light, the light whipped topping too. So
Good to know.
I'm all for lightening it up where it doesn't affect the flavor at
Sure.
all.
So 1.5 containers of the 8-ounce or just one 12-ounce.
12
Sometimes the 12-ounce are a little harder to find.
Yeah.
And make sure if you are making the salad, remember to pull the Cool Whip. I've done this before. If you don't follow the directions of letting it thaw in the fridge, good luck. You
Yeah, you
cannot
can't defrost
microwave
it in the
it. It does
microwave,
not
no.
defrost, and it doesn't work frozen at all. It's one of those things that is fabulous, but you got to pull it out a few days ahead and have it thaw in that fridge.
Now, if your family does not like coconut, you can leave out the coconut, but there's 1/2 cup of coconut in this.
I love coconut, so bring it on.
And if your family does not like nuts, you can leave out the nuts, but there's 1/2 cup of either pecans or walnuts in this.
Yum.
Actually, I have some kids that don't like coconut and some that don't like nuts, so I gotta leave it out a lot of the time.
Not if you're making it for me, put it all in there.
And then I've got 1/2 cup of chopped maraschino cherries.
So make sure and chop them up, just rough chop.
Yeah, rough chop. And I learned to wear gloves when I do that because otherwise my hands turn all red.
That's a good point. I never thought of that.
I always have those disposable gloves down in the bakery, but
Sure.
kind of like chopping peppers. And guess what? Put it in a pretty bowl, you're done.
Love that. Let
And
it refrigerate at least a few
refrigerate at least
hours,
an hour.
or make it the day before. And here it is, pretty.
And you can always pretty it up with a few of the maraschino cherries on top, or how, you know, you could put a little extra Cool Whip and little rosettes on top, or however you
Maybe
like.
a
'Cause
few
I can
nuts.
guarantee that those are going to go first. Is the
Oh,
cherry.
the cherries, absolutely.
Especially if you leave the stems on.
Uh-huh.
So,
Super cute.
Super
Oh,
easy.
gosh. Oh, this is adorable. Some people call it a Waldorf salad, as Christine said. Some people call it that fluffy green stuff. Whatever you want to call it, make this for one of your summer parties. It does need to be refrigerated and kept cool, though, if you're going to put it out.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe put some ice underneath it to keep it cool.
yeah. But it won't last that long on the table.
It'll be disappear
be
like
gone.
that. We'll put the recipe for this on the website. For people who want to get a hold of you and have them do some baking, have them make some of your wonderful cutouts. What's the best way to do
I
that?
am very active on Facebook.
Okay.
Okay, I'm on there under Happy for the first name and Cookie Lady all together for the last name.
Okay, so Happy Space Cookie Lady, all one word.
Yeah.
That's how you can track
I'm
her
on there.
down.
I'm on there a lot. I'm on there at least a couple times a day. So
Awesome. All right.
okay.
Thanks, Christine. Christine's going to stake around, and even though everything she does at her bakery is from scratch, she is always putting together some shortcuts for us. We'll show you how to make, at the beginning of the show, I showed you those graduation brownie bites. No baking required. We'll show you how to put those together. And coming up, another great salad recipe and an appetizer recipe, perfect for parties. So stay with us. We'll be back.